Hey y'all, this is one of my favorite videos that I personally really like to watch. It's from Mesa, Arizona at a trail system called Hawes, and it's from last winter, so winter 2024. This trail system's kind of unique. It has a lot of flow, meaning you can go pretty fast, and you're not going through a lot of super slow parts, and that's kind of rare for Arizona and the desert. You know, the big places like Moab or Sedona or even the other places around Phoenix are generally not like that. So here's a couple trails that I rode, and super fun trails, not a lot of jumps or anything like that, or big drops. Hawes does have lots of big jumps and big drops, but this is not them. I'm riding a bike that I hadn't rode much yet. I think I bought this bike before I went to Korea in late spring, early summer 2023. And I went to Korea for 2.5 months, came back, and went on a non-mountain bike road trip for the next few months, and so I really hadn't rode this bike a whole lot. So I kind of skip a lot of the jumps and drops and things where you really need to know what your bike's gonna do under you. So a lot of this is just long downhill sections, and what you can't really see is like some of this is super steep. The first time I went down here, by the end, my forearms were just killing me because there's so many places where you're just squeezing the brakes, trying to keep the wheels from skidding, but also trying to get enough force so you slow down so you don't go off the side of the trail into a boulder like you see here, or into a saguaro cactus or something, because there are cacti right next to the trail. And honestly, it's a little unsettling. That takes a while to get used to. But I'm just going to leave it here. This first trail here is Red Mountain Rush, and I think they call it an expert trail, but it's like an easier expert trail. The hardest part is getting up here. Like if you look far to the left where you see the flat ground, that's like where you start from. You climb something like over 1,000 feet to get up here, and it's in the desert, so you're exposed to the sun the whole time. It's super, parts of the climb are super steep, and it's a brutal climb. There are fun climbs. This one's one of those climbs where you're done with it, and you're just happy to be done with it, and you have a sense of accomplishment, which is really nice. The other trail, which I'm not going to talk about, but is after this one, is Big Sister, or Little Sister, one of the two. And that's another flowy trail, like just long sections like this where you don't have to slow down to like go over a log. There do logs here, but a bunch of boulders. And you can sort of maintain speed going up and down. That one does have some small jumps and some small drops. You don't have to climb nearly as much to get to that one. So that's a super fun trail to do a few times. Whereas this one, there were a few days I did it twice and I was dead. And it takes like an hour and a half to get from the bottom parking lot all the way to the top and back down again. So like doing it twice, that's a pretty good day of riding right there. I'm going to stop talking, and you can hear me skid, but try not to skid as I ride my brakes down here. Oh my god, this part's so steep here. Like, I'm on my brakes the whole time, both front and rear brake on this. Like here, I can let off because I see there's an uphill. Riding here is just sort of surreal with all the cactus all around, the wide open landscape. Like the Midwest or Pacific Northwest or nothing like this. even California is really nothing like this. So Dallas isn't like this at all. So it's very different than many of the other places I've rode, and it's pretty cool. I'd have to say, like, the people that build these trails and maintain them, they do a phenomenal job, because this system has just massive, long trails that go up really high. Like, I don't know if they're bringing like shovels and stuff up here, but just to get up here is difficult. So yeah, these guys are killing it. They even have like a professionally built jump line and climbing trail up to that jump line. And I went up there, and like, that climb trail is amazing. I love that one. And that jump line is really cool too, but like every jump is a gap jump, and like most mountain bikers, I'm pretty good at tabletop jumps, but gap jumps are intimidating. So wasn't feeling it on the newish bike, and skipped those for the day. Yeah, I spent like 2 weeks out here or so, and I think at this time of the year, California is just a wet, soggy mess. So I barely could do any riding in California, so I just kind of stayed in Arizona. Okay, I'm gonna go take a look at that.
Aye. I love that bottom part. I love it all, actually.